Okay.
Anything I can do? You just say the word.
So, there are some rumors out there in the Commonwealth that I have heard. You know the one about the railroad? A group that actually helps. They help synths who want to escape the Institute? Yeah? Well, maybe it's not just a rumor. I mean, it is as far as I know, of course, but, I mean, they may actually be out there.
It sounds kind of crazy, if you ask me. And if it were real, it'd be super dangerous, I bet.
I think it's way safer to just sit here and play music.
Why do these objects keep moving?
Because I forget. Here's music. This is the ink spots. The inks, not the ink spots, but the ink spots. The spots of ink. The song is I Don't Want to Set the World on Fire, the ink spots.
Let's play. Alan, what is it? Somewhere. Ah, come out! Wherever you are! Out there, somewhere! Here, human. Got a treat for you!
So, there are some rumors out there in the Commonwealth that I have heard. You know the one about the railroad? A group that actually helps. They help synths who want to escape the Institute? Yeah? Well, maybe it's not just a rumor. I mean, it is as far as I know, of course, but I mean, they may actually be out there.
It sounds kind of crazy,
You're here.
if you ask me.
Stop hiding.
And if it were real,
Feast on your flesh.
it'd be super dangerous, I bet.
I think it's way safer just sit here and play.
Why do these objects keep moving?
Because I move them. And then I forget. Here's music. This next song is Mighty Man. That's twice in the title, not further modifying it with my opinion.
What was that? Humans so stupid, so weak. No.
A Swatters man, huh? Nice.
My friends say outside is smelly. Now you don't
We
smell
sell everything. Stim packs, ammunition, outerwear, dinnerware.
Sure. Let's take a look.
Anything and everything. Shopping at night? Diamond City Surplus is always open.
What?
Hey, Mo.
Trying to take some time off over here. Oh, wait, son. You bother me. Ellie?
Nick? Oh, God. It's really you.
Well, it's hard to mistake this mug for anyone else.
You keep laughing at death. Someday, death's gonna laugh back.
Not as long as I got a few friends to back me up.
You saved Nick, this agency, and my job. Thank you.
Metal detective delivery at your service.
Happy to be in a niche market, that's for sure. Here, every cap we agreed to for finding him. Plus a little something extra. You know, if you're looking for work and don't mind putting on the detective hat, Nick sure could use a new partner.
Whoa. One case at a time, Ellie. Our new friend needs our help first. All right, let's get down to business. Take a seat. Make yourself comfortable.
Who doesn't love some Louis Jordan? Am I right? I am, because Louis Jordan rules. If you haven't been to Good Neighbor recently, like I certainly haven't, I haven't been anywhere, you might not know about the latest news there. You may have heard the name Bobby No-Nose, which out of context sounds pretty funny. But I mean, she's a ghoul, so it's actually sort of, you know, literal. Anyway, there was talk, so I hear that she was
When you're trying to find someone who's gone missing,
heist.
the devil is in the details.
Say, hypothetically.
Tell me everything you
Something
can, no matter how
big.
painful it
I
might
guess.
be.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows, though? Well, she sort of disappeared.
We were in a vault when it
No
happened.
sign of her.
Vault 111.
Nothing has gone missing. At least not that I've heard
It
of.
was some kind of cryo facility.
You were on ice, huh? More importantly, you were underground, sealed up.
Job go wrong?
A lot of obstacles to get through just to take one person. What else can you tell me?
Knows about it. There may never be answers, which makes it kind of hard to, you know.
My wife
about
was
it. Maybe
murdered.
I shouldn't have tried.
She was trying to keep them from taking Sean, and
Anything goes.
they just...
It's okay. You don't need to say anything more.
So, we're talking about a group of cold-hearted killers, but they waited until something went wrong to resort to violence. Anything else you remember?
There was a man and a woman.
They didn't say much. But I remember they called me the backup.
So we're talking a small team. Professionals. The kind that know to keep their lips tight when they're on the job. Not sure what the backup means, though. Anything else you remember?
We're looking for my son, Sean. He's less than a year old. Why would anyone take him?
Good question. Why your family in particular? Why an infant? Someone would be taking on all of his care, and a baby needs a lot of it. Well, that confirms it. This isn't a random kidnapping. Whoever took your kid had an agenda. There's a lot of groups in the Commonwealth that take people. Raiders, super mutants, the Gunners, and of course there's the Institute.
Who are the Gunners?
High-end mercenaries. No job too brutal. They're in the running as likely suspects. They wouldn't be the ones pulling the strings.
Wait. Super mutants? What are they?
Big, green, muscles on muscles. In other words, hard to miss. I think we can safely rule them out.
You think raiders might have done this?
I honestly doubt it. They can barely organize themselves, let alone pull off something this complicated.
So you think this Institute is responsible?
Well, they're the boogeymen of the Commonwealth. Something goes wrong, everyone blames them. Easy to see why. Those early model synths of theirs strip whole towns for parts, killing everything in their way. Then you got the newer models, good as human, that infiltrate cities and pull strings from the shadows. Worst of all, no one knows why they do it, what their plan is, or where they are. Not even me. And I'm a synth myself. A discarded prototype, anyway.
You're a prototype?
As far as I know. Never seen any other synth like myself. There's the older ones that are dumb as rocks and all metal, and there's the newer ones that are almost human. I'm somewhere in between.
You don't know anything about them? Really?
Some kind of security setting strips or blocks out those memories. And it's not just me. Any synth that gets trashed, left behind, or escapes the Institute has the same problem. Probably some kind of failsafe.
Don't lie to me, Nick. You're one of them. They made you.
Yeah, I've heard it all before. You're a freak. You've got something to hide. Blah, blah, blah. But the truth is, people smart enough to build something like me are smart enough to cover their tracks, and arrogant enough to throw their unwanted trash into the Commonwealth to fend for itself.
Either way, I need to find Sean.
You're right. The speculation is getting us off track. Let's focus on what you saw. What did these kidnappers look like?
The woman was dressed in, I think it was a kind of hazard suit. The man had some sort of metal brace on his arm.
Maybe some kind of improvised armor? A lot of hired guns do that to look tough. The hazard suit is interesting. Not many mercs can afford something that fancy. What else do you remember about them?
One of them came right up to me. Bald head. Scar across his left eye.
Wait. It couldn't be. You didn't hear the name Kellogg at all, did you?
Oh, yeah. I heard their names, their home addresses, and where their diary keys are hidden.
All right. Calm down. It's way too big of a coincidence. Ellie, what notes do we have about the Kellogg case?
The description matches. Bald head, scar, reputation for dangerous mercenary work, but no one knows who his employer is.
And he bought a house here in town, right? And he had a kid with him, didn't he?
Yeah, that's right. The house in the abandoned West Stands. The boy with him was around 10 years old.
You said he lives here? He's still in town?
They both vanished a while back, if I'm remembering right. But that house is still there. Let's you and I take a walk over to Kellogg's last known address. See if we can snoop out where he went.
Security doesn't really go to that part of town, but you two should still be careful.
I always am. Didn't want Ellie to hear this, but I think you should know. Everything I dug up about Kellogg before his disappearance? Bad news. He's more than just a mercenary. He's a professional. Quick, clean, thorough. Has no enemies, because they're all dead. Except you. 9 to 1 odds says he's our man. More than just you identifying his distinguishing features. The MO is all him as well. Leading a small team to kidnap a baby and leaving one of the parents alive for later? Not many mercs in the Commonwealth can pull that off. I can get this open. That's one heck of a lock. Got something to hide, Kellogg? Why don't you give it a try?
No way I could pick this. Lock's really strong.
No luck? Guess we'll need to find the key. See that platform in the distance, near the city entrance? That's the elevator to the mayor's office. Why don't you go ask around there? I'll stay here and see if I can jimmy this lock.
Running. Do you ever think maybe you could get a man's attention easier if you use softer words, honey? Maybe shout a little less?
Oh, that reminds me of this article I'm writing about the mayor's affair with a certain air-headed blonde. Oh, look who it is. What brings you to the mayor's office, huh?
What are you doing here, Piper?
Nuh-uh. Not until it's in print. You can read all about it in the next issue.
If you are done crowding the reception area, Miss Piper, the mayor needs to make time for more responsible citizens.
I was just leaving anyway.
The mayor's receiving visitors as long as they aren't members of the press.
Piper.
Heading my way? Nothing stays hidden forever. At least, not if I have my say.
Nice.
Excuse me, but I'm very busy right now.
Hey, Geneva.
Need something, honey? Housing permit? Looking for a job?
Got the key? All right, let's head in. You do the honors. Let's take a look around. Kellogg must have left something behind. Place seems small to you? Figured a guy like Kellogg would think big. Nothing here. Did you check out that desk? Well, that's one way to hide a room. Well, look at this. All of a Merc's favorite things.
Gwinnett Stout beer, 44 caliber bullets, and cigars. San Francisco Sunlights.
Interesting brand. Won't lead us anywhere on its own, though. Waiting on you.
Any suggestions, Nick?
What about dog meat? Commonwealth mutt like him can track a man's scent for miles. Well, dog meat seems eager for the job. Why don't you let him have a whiff? See if he picks up on the trail. Before you head out, I know this is personal business. If you have to face Kellogg on your own, just say so.
Any words of wisdom?
Kellogg really is the one who kidnapped your son, and he's dangerous. But so are you. You don't need to be afraid of him or anything else the Commonwealth throws at you.
I want you with me on this, Nick.
All right. Now let's get that bastard. This is your show from here on out, okay? You say jump, I'll say how high.
Dog meat. Get the scent, boy. Got something, boy? We gotta stick together, pal. At least until we find Kellogg.
Anything I can lug for you?
Everyone who's anyone reads public occurrences.
Watch your back. Institute could be right behind you.
Hey, who wants to look beautiful? Hairstyles from across the Commonwealth.
Don't be caught dead!
I have somewhere.
Protection
Sorry.
from Commonwealth weaponry!
Buy and sell everything to everyone, except Sins. No Sins
If you're
allowed
looking
here.
to keep your load light,
Sure.
if
Hey, Arturo.
you need protection. Everyone.
Let's see what you got.
Feel
Uh-huh.
You. Well, I suppose we can do business.
I'll take
A bit of everything.
In case you were wondering, it sounds like we haven't heard the last of the Brothers of Steel just yet. Eyewitness reports have them engaged in a firefight with unknown opponents at the ArcJet building here in the Commonwealth. While their motivations aren't entirely clear, I think it's safe to say there was tech they wanted. No, I wouldn't want to be there. The reports go on to say they made it out in one piece, similarly with whatever they were after.
Protection for sale! Hand-tooled pieces!
Sims 3 shopping, right here.
Hey.
Go ahead. Something up?
We should go our separate ways.
Sure. Suppose I'll head on home then.
Remember, I don't serve sense. Supplies are just for human.
I've got a few minutes.
Just don't call it junk.
Win the game. Buy a swatter. Remember, swatters will win you the game. The game of beating.
Let's see what you got.
Genuine?
Uh-huh.
Nice Pip-Boy.
Hub of trade for all Diamond City right here.
Hey, swatter, 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 swatter. Swing, swatter.
I hear you've been asking questions around town. What?
Diamond City's got 2 private dicks now?
Need some custom hardware? We got a free workbench for all your modifications. Scopes. Clip sizes, barrel.
Sprung want to smash something. So much work. Want to do more fighting. World is... bigger than strong Lou. So many humans, not many super mutants. Humans all look funny. Someday, super mutants kill everything. Strong hope we find milk of humankind soon. Fist was weak leader. Strong glad to be rid of him. Strong getting hungry. Want someone to eat.